Good day and welcome to Discus, South Carolina's virtual library. I'm Linda Heimberger, Electronic Resources Training and Outreach Coordinator, and today we're focusing on e-learning multimedia in Discus. We have a lot to cover, so we'll jump in and right away. You'll see that we're going to be looking at multimedia resources in Gale, Learn 360, CultureGrams, TumbleBooks, Bloom's Literature, Britannica School, 20th Century Historical Videos, Credo Reference, Science Reference Center, and in selected STEM videos you'll find in Discus. You will note that from our scdiscus.org page, if you click the Training tab link, you will see Training Resources. There you will find handouts for our selected databases to indicate which of those provide images and videos. So let's get started. Our Gale platform consists of three databases: Kids Infobits, Biography and Context, and Opposing Viewpoints in Context. All of the platforms are very similar, so once you learn how to search one, you obviously can search them all. And you'll see if you will conduct an advanced search in those Gale databases, you are able to select by content type. So if you are only interested in locating videos specifically within one of these three databases, you can simply do an advanced search, select content type videos, and then you're going to be able to pull from the set of those videos. As you can see in this screenshot, this one is actually a search for all the videos that we have. You can then see that there are over 15,000 clips there. And you can see that now as we pull into Kids Infobits, you're going to be able to see all of their videos. There are over 600 science STEM related videos in Kids Infobits that you will find here. These will be very useful for pulling together your resources for an inclement weather day because these are very easily located. Notice here from your Opposing Viewpoints and Biography and Context, you have, again, additional images or videos that are also available from your Biography and Context and your Opposing Viewpoints. Note that there are some really good charts and tables that are available for students who may be studying more social issues and studying science-related issues that might be giving presentations. Next, we're going to look at Learn 360. It's actually our premier multimedia database platform, and it is for K through 12 full-length videos, video clips, interactives, images, audio files, articles, activities, maps, worksheets, science experiments, and more. So you have a lot of content here in your Learn 360. The easiest way to access these videos is to go to your menu that you see here in the purple circle and simply click on Browse Videos or Browse Other Media. So if you want a list of videos, you can choose that option. Browsing Other Media is going to get you those interactives and maps and other things such as the science experiments. Once we go here, you choose the menu and you choose the Browse Other Media. That's where you're going to see the encyclopedias, math activities, science experiments, diagrams, maps, interactives, etc. that is also available in your Learn 360 platform. So we're looking at this once you have either conducted a search on your topic or you're just viewing the videos. You're going to be able to limit by grade level to your right. You can also limit by publisher or producer. You can limit by subjects if you want to get more specific on your search results here. And then you can see when you click on the Browse Videos option, in your menu there, it's going to actually pull up for you an entire list of what is included in your collection. This one is actually cut off at the bottom, so even though it looks like a lot, there's even more down there. But the video subjects are listed in alphabetical order from arts all the way to world language. And subtopics are listed under each subject. So if you're looking particularly for nutrition under health, you would have that piece there. So you can click those links to search just by browsing, or you can do a direct search. Once you pull up a video of interest, here we have many videos in Learn 360 that are downloadable that may be added to a playlist or shared to Google Classroom or by email. So you have a lot of options here for actually utilizing the videos and delivering them to your students, colleagues, and teachers at your school. You can create your own account in Learn 360, and it's highly recommended that you do so that you can create your own playlist. You can upload your own introductory video to your playlist and have easy access to videos that you've located. You can tie this to your Google account so that you can sign in with Google if that is your preferred avenue for access. So if you are creating a playlist within Learn 360, you can choose a video for your playlist. Once you have decided what you want to add to your playlist, you can then click on Add To that you'll see directly under your video. And you can continue to add additional video segments to your playlist if desired there. You definitely want to name your playlist, as I have named this one Adjectives Lesson here. You can see here in the next screen, Adjective Lesson is what I'm saving this video to in my playlist. And then you can click on Edit here to add an introductory video. So if I've put several videos in and I want to instruct my students as to what they need to do with the videos, I can record a short intro video for my playlist and save it as an MP4 file. And then I can click Edit under the playlist to add my video. And we're actually providing a separate video under Learn 360 that is linked from our scdiscus.org training tab to give you details on creating that video, what the requirements and restrictions are there. So then we can go and share our playlist. Once we've added our introductory video, we can share the playlist by going into our chosen playlist here, Adjective Lesson, and choosing the Share button at the bottom. And then you're going to have these options. You can either share to your Google Classroom, or you can share a link through email to have students, teachers, colleagues view your playlist. So those are some really great options there for downloadability and sharing. Also in Learn 360, we mentioned other media or non-media items that are available, such as the math activities for grades 6 through 12, fact sheets on everything from world history, sports rules, safety. These are printable handouts for you. There's also non-media maps, diagrams, science experiments, etc. that are available in the Learn 360. So the next Discus resource that we're looking at today that's going to highlight our multimedia features are our CultureGrams. And we have CultureGrams World Edition. We have CultureGrams for Children, which is CultureGrams Kids. We have CultureGrams States and CultureGrams Provinces for the Canadian provinces. This is going to give you some great information, everything from images to videos, that can be used in your instruction and in your students' research if they're building a project, for example. So the videos that are in CultureGrams include videos by country on food, holidays, celebrations, gestures, culture, geography, jobs, music, growing up, sports, housing, and more. So you're going to be able to get a very broad introduction to the country and the people through the multimedia in CultureGrams. There's also a great feature of interviews in CultureGrams that you will find for each country. And you can see here, we've actually pulled up one from Albania here. The interviews of people by country cover age, family, school, what it means to be a citizen, what foods they eat, dreams they have, typical day, pets, languages. Some of them even include, what are your greatest fears and those kinds of things. So these are really good to get your students in touch with what a person of their age or in their grade level may be experiencing in their country. In addition to the interviews, there are excellent photo galleries available in all of our CultureGrams editions. You can find a photo gallery, flags gallery, slideshows, recipes, famous people for each country, a graph and table generator if you want your students to compare demographics and other aspects of the countries. There's MP3s of the national anthems of the countries, infographics of the demographics of the country. So it's just a very robust collection of multimedia sources you will find in CultureGrams. Additional features in CultureGrams, so this one is pulled from World Edition, are the maps. There's some excellent maps that come in many different formats here. If you look at this slide, you're going to be able to tell that this is actually the PDF of the entire country report for the Republic of Cameroon. That can be added to Google Classroom. It can be saved to Google Drive, as you see here. It can also just be printed to print the country report. Other features in CultureGrams are listed in bullets there to the right for you. The States Edition also has a ton of information for South Carolina and, of course, all of the other United States. But you can see here the motto, quick facts, state symbols, infographic on the state, even some of the favorite recipes of the state. And one of the latest features that's been added is the information about Native Americans. Notice here you can also print a full state report or save to Google Drive or add to Google Classroom. Just as we pulled up the Republic of Cameroon, there are also entire state reports on each state of the United States here. Notice the great detail in the maps that we have here. We have choices between a detailed look at South Carolina, an outline of the state, and then a county map of the state. And this is true for all your 50 states. So these are printable. These are things that you can use for handouts that students can use for their projects or presentations. The next piece I wanted to point out for you in CultureGrams here is there are, when you do download to Google Drive here, you will be able to access that and pull it up in Google Docs and view it. Another multimedia item that you're going to really love in CultureGrams are the slideshows. So these aren't actually the motion videos, but these are slideshows that your students can click through and be able to get some facts and wonderful images of the places in the country, the people, the different markets. Here's an example for Kenya. They have slideshows on the markets and vendors, the school children, the village lights, the flower market. So they can kind of see everyday life in pictures and also with some very good photo descriptions along the way. And then finally, we can move to our videos in TumbleBooks. These are going to be for your K through 6 students. The video collection that's available in TumbleBooks is actually from the National Geographic. And as you see here on the slide, there are over 170 videos that are accessible from the video tab. It's kind of a mustard orange color here in this little clip. But what you're going to find here are amazing videos, everything from Ben Franklin to baby elephants that you see here. So if your students are reading on a particular unit, or maybe perhaps they've read one of the TumbleBooks on a topic and they want to see, maybe they've read about a polar bear and now they want to see a real live polar bear, that's a very good collection for you to draw from there. Notice there's additional multimedia in TumbleBooks library. As you are probably aware, the animated storybooks, Tumbletoons, and graphic novels that are here. In addition, there are games, quizzes, and puzzles that supplement the books that are in the collection. I do want to bring up a point here in TumbleBook library. These videos are not downloadable and they are not able to be integrated into LMS or Google Classrooms. There is, however, on the very front screen of TumbleBook library, there is the option at the bottom to go out to the app stores, Google Play and your Apple Store, to be able to pull down an Access app to an iPad or to a tablet, so students can easily access the videos in that way. So moving away from elementary and moving more up into your high school level students, we move into Bloom's Literature. There is an incredible collection of videos in Bloom's Literature on that are different formats of televised recorded videos of short stories, books, plays, and other literary pieces. And those are all found here under Browse Videos that you see here. And once you click on that, you are going to find just a great variety of videos that might be in feature film format, documentary format. It might actually be a lecture or an interview about a particular piece. And you are also going to find podcasts here. So once you click on videos, you'll see podcasts at the bottom of this list on the right. So they're also author podcasts. So they're interviewing authors there. That's going to be one more multimedia piece that could be very useful to incorporate into a lesson or for your students to use if they're presenting on a particular author. Here's an example here of the podcasts that you're going to be able to see, a short summary of what is actually covered in the podcast, the date the podcast was recorded, and these are all sourced from Publishers Weekly author podcasts. So to continue our literary multimedia, let's have a look at the Shakespeare videos that are also available in Bloom's. You can access them directly from the Shakespeare Center, or if you just do a search on Macbeth, you'll be able to see options for your multimedia in relation to a particular play there. So when I pull up Shakespeare Center here, notice underneath each title of each play, for instance under Antony and Cleopatra, there are links that are clickable for the overview of the play, synopsis of the play today, difficult passages in the play, and then of course the video to the left of each title that's going to be relevant to that play. So for instance, we have here under Romeo and Juliet, you could simply click on full text of the work, images and videos to be able to access the video as well. So the next resource we're looking at is Britannica School. And with Britannica School, it's divided into elementary, middle, and high levels, which you can click on any of those three to access. Notice here we've clicked on Britannica School, and this is how you're going to access your multimedia. From the main page of Britannica School Elementary, you're going to click on the media image that you see there with the planet, Saturn, to browse by category. So once you click on that media image, to the right, you're going to find all the categories. So this is very easy. It's very colorful, inviting to students, and very well organized as well. So you're going to see you can find images and videos for animals, language arts, plants, social studies, and all of the others that you see here on this screen. Once they click on a video of interest, notice here that there are options for delivery that you or your students may use. The star is going to save that video as a favorite, which you can use in your My Content. So as a teacher, if you log in as an educator and create an account, you'll be able to save any of these to your own Britannica Educator account to be able to pull and make into resource packs and lessons for your students. You also have the option to email the file, to share it to Google Classroom, or download the MP4 file and be able to put it into your LMS or other access points there as well. Notice the citation is provided for each video. So as students are using these, maybe incorporating them into their projects or presentations, the citation is easily accessible. We're going to move up to middle school, and this interface looks a little bit more complex as we move up the line of the grades, where the students would click on images and videos to be able to browse their search there. So it's going to look similar to elementary, but just include a few more categories for them here. Here they'll find maps, photos, illustrations, and videos at the middle school level. And if you see here, we move to high school. That media browse is centered in this middle section of the high school screen. And when they click on media browse there, they are then going to be able to choose whether they want images or videos. And they can browse through the different categories there, or they can also do a direct search. For instance, here we did a direct search on Cherokee first, and then when the results come up, you're able to limit to images and videos. So our next piece that we're looking at is our 20th century historical videos. And the 20th century historical videos are actually a subset of our History Reference Center that we get from EBSCO. And you are able to go in and direct search as on South Carolina, as I did here, and I was able to pull up Althea Gibson video here. You could obviously search just out on Althea if you wanted to see what's available for her. Notice you do have some options here as well to save to Google Drive, to print or save, or you find the permalink to be able to locate the video once again. Notice what you are saving when you save to Google Drive is actually a sheet, the document itself with the image on it, the source citation, the abstract, and then a permalink that they can click to. So if you do save this to Google Drive, you would want to click on the option to pull it up in Google Docs, and that permalink that is given in the Google Docs is what they would click on to view it again. So I want to make it very clear that you're not actually downloading the video here in like an MP4 format. It's still going to be streamed from 20th century historical videos using your permalink that is given there. So it's an easier way to access. You don't have to look it up again, but again, it's not going to be downloadable to a device. So then we're now looking at our images in Credo reference, and in Credo reference we do have a lot of images, but we want to show you that these are actually images from reference books. So they are also going to be from a printed source. As you see here, the images or pictures found in published reference works, such as this photo of the Tuskegee Airmen that you find here. So you are able to actually conduct that search by image as we showed you here, but it is pulling those images from the reference work. Some of those are going to be coming as this one from the Library of Congress or Wikimedia, and students would be able to right-click and save the image, but they want to make sure that they get the information from the reference source in which that photo appeared. So you may print a PDF, export to Google Drive, or email the image in the article to yourself in Credo reference. So we have one final source that we're going to look at today where you can find some good illustrations, actually more for your science, is Science Reference Center. In the advanced search, you can go and actually do advanced search and limit your search to illustrations, as you see here with the green arrow. Notice at the top I've typed in water cycle as my example. So if I want strictly illustrations about the water cycle and not a lot of textual magazine articles or other textual information, I can type in water cycle, limit to illustrations, and then be able to pull up those results. You can see here I've selected one of the results. I can either pull it up as an HTML file or a PDF, and now have my image here on the right. So finally, there's some great STEM videos in Discus. We have Kids Infobits, as we mentioned, with over 600 science videos. Learn 360 has videos, video clips, audio files of different science and technology and math videos. And then we have Opposing Viewpoints with over 400 videos on science and 600 on technology. We hope this has been useful for you today. You can stay in touch with Discus here, get connected to us and our updates by Facebook, Twitter, or you can also go to the scdiscus.org site, choose Contact Us, and register to be on our distribution list for our newsletter or Discus L listserv to stay updated with us. Thank you for joining us today. If you have any questions, if you have any additional information that you would like, please do not hesitate to contact any one of us here in the Discus office. For general questions, you can contact Jessica Ogburn at the Discus office help desk. Patricia Sinclair is our electronic resources manager. And of course, I'm Linda Heimberger, the training and outreach coordinator.